Let me explain the assessment company dashboard and the reports and information that are available. At the top of the screen is information on credit available, cancellation requests, and assessments on hold. The first box shows how many credits you have available. The second box will indicate that a client wants to cancel some assessments. To view which assessments the requests refer to, simply click in the box and the report will display the assessments that the client wishes to cancel. If you have requests in this area, we recommend you discuss them with your clients and stop all work on those assessments. You can cancel the assessments yourself, or after 7 days, your client will be able to cancel them directly. Any credits charged for the assessments would be refunded to the organisation that paid the licence. For more information on assessments being cancelled, please view the Cancel Assessments video. The last box shows any assessments that are on hold. Assessments could be on hold for several reasons. 1. You do not have sufficient credits available and need to top up. 2. The square meterage of the building is greater than was originally quoted when the licence price was provided. Or 3. The assessor has added a building while on site that was not quoted for. By clicking anywhere on the red box, you'll be taken to the detail area showing which assessments are on hold and why. To return to the main dashboard, select the Speedo icon at the top of the side panel. Company performance indicates how many assessments you have and what stages they are all at. It will also show how you're performing against targets set. Total properties details how many properties you've uploaded onto the Quidvis Risk portal. It will include properties that your clients have loaded and allocated for you to assess. Assessments created shows how many assessments are in planning or are ready to release to your assessors. With assessors shows how many assessments are currently with your assessors. Assessments in QC. All assessments come into this area once the assessor has completed them on the app. Waiting to check indicates assessments that are waiting for the assessor to do a final QC check on. Assessments can't be published until the assessor marks the assessment as checked. Ready for validation indicates assessments that have been checked by the assessor and are ready for a senior assessor or peer to perform a second check. This is not always required, and unless you are BAFE approved or want to provide an added level of quality checks, you can publish assessments that are at this stage. Review required. These assessments have gone through the validation stage and the validator has indicated some amendments that the assessor must make to the assessment. Ready to publish are assessments that have been through the validation process and the validator has marked the assessment as validated. On hold. This will be assessments that require additional funds allocated due to inaccurate square meterage or assessment type. Missed QC target shows assessments that have been in the QC area for too long and have missed the agreed targets. Assessments released shows the total number of assessments that have been released to your clients. You can drill down to greater detail by clicking any of the charts. For example, we will click on Waiting to Check. The report displayed will show you all locations that are in QC, the days they have been at that stage, and whether they are overdue based on targets set by yourselves or your clients. You can run different reports by selecting the drop-down field at the top. For example, assessment stage. This will allow you to run reports on assessments that are in planning with the assessor, and able to assess, missed published targets, or published. To return to the main dashboard, select the Speedo icon at the top of the side panel. The graph in the company performance section shows you the actual, v target set for all assessments. The blue bar shows how many assessments were actually published, and the lines show the target set by yourself and your clients. The black bar will show you how many assessments you have in progress in that month. Assessments allow you to look at any assessment in the system. You can sort by clicking on the top of the columns or use the search boxes to find a particular property assessment. Assessor performance allows you to look at how well your assessors are performing based on both the number of assessments and the square meterage. The time period can also be adjusted. It will also show when the assessor is planned to finish their last assessment.